Hello and welcome back to the channel. Sol here. Today is Friday, November 25th. Yeah. Happy day after Thanksgiving for those of you who live in North America. For the rest of you, happy Friday, guys. Today we have Hammerman's Imitation Game on our archipelago. I went ahead and took him out. I did boost my status of health, damage, and and GBE because I needed some gold to start an upgrade for a tank. So I needed 7.4 million credits or gold pieces. So I went ahead and boosted that because I had some bases before the imitation game bases, and I'm gonna keep clearing my map so I can get those gold pieces up. So let's take a look how I did it. I did it with RZCM, Riflemen, Cryoneers, Riflemen, Suka Cryoneers, and Medics. And yeah, let's take a look. So first stage, pretty easy. I mean, I just dropped some critters. I didn't even... I could have barraged out the HQ and lost no troops, but there's no fun in that. So I just dropped my troops, some critters to distract some of the defenses. Not that any of those defenses could kill my troops, not even the mines. So I just let my troops spread out. As you can see, I was not fully loaded in this stage. I had just finished taking a couple of hard NPC player bases. So this is the remnants of those attacks. And stage one fell out pretty quickly. Right side and approach, so you can just barrage it out. It's just 32,000 HP that HQ has. So that's high level already, 3 or 4 and 2 barrages, and you should be okay. All right, so let's take a look at stage 2. Again, not a hard base, but surprisingly, I'm gonna say the bases this time around were a little bit better than the one before. When I say better, a little bit harder. They had a lot of ice, boosted ice, which was nice to see. It poses a little bit of a challenge. But in my case, I have a 950 victory point. So the bases that I'm seeing here are not even comparable to what I see normally against my player bases. Not even close by a long shot. I mean, it's just hilarious. So many of the strategies that I use for my real player bases, for my daily grind, it's what I do here. And using RZCM, which is my default go troop combo, prove that no difficult for me. So here, I decided I'm gonna flank on the right side, all the way to the back, and then approach the base from the 3 o'clock position. And that's what I ended up doing. I'm not sure if I lost any troops here. I don't think I did. If I did, maybe a couple of riflemen. And that's expected. With any RZCM attack, you're going to lose troops. That's the idea. But riflemen load so quickly that losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 15 is really not a problem. So I did not end up losing any troops here. I lost 1 rifleman on stage 3, as you can see. Let's take a look here. I cleared the rocket launchers and the boom cannons just because I knew they could take out my riflemen and not wanting to lose any of them. I took them out. I think I'm going to land on the left side. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Land on the left side and just flank the HQ from that stone storage position. I think I'm going to drop some critters to try to destroy the boom mines. However, that was a total failure. The critters just went every which way, but not the boom mines. So I dropped a third pack, which ended up being good. I mean, it distracted all the structures, and I think right now it's where I'm going to lose one of the riflemen right here in the front. But in any case, it really doesn't matter. Stage 3 went down. This guy has 6 statues. 2 of them are green, which is, you always perplex me. I never ever placed a green statue on my lineup, even when I was starting. But those of you who do, good for you. All right, so here, this is the one. You have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ice statues. I don't think he has anything else besides that. So most of them were damaged. So all of them are damaged statues. So you have to be careful with that laser. I think I did the calculation. I don't think it could kill Suka's one shot. But in any case, I didn't take it out because here you're gonna see. Here I missed the artillery, as you can see. My standard approach is destroy 2 or 3 of the high priority how do you call it, high priority splash damage defenses. And then if some of them are close that I can shock with one, then I'm gonna shock those and I'm gonna make my way with my troops to that position to destroy them and then go for the HQ. But looking at, he didn't have any protection for the structures on the back, the economy buildings on the back. I just sent 3 courier packs to the back to just wreck his base. That gave me a lot more GBE. And then I was able then to land on the, I want to say left side of the map. I waited till the critters started going there so that the laser would be distracted, the shock would be distracted, and then I could essentially land my troops. Took out one of the boom mines just to make sure that I minimized my rifleman losses. I knew I was going to be able to take this base out, no problem, but I wanted to make sure that I did not lose a lot of riflemen. But then I realized, oh no, the mortars are super boosted, so they can, if my guys hit a mine and then the mortars hit them, they're gonna be destroyed. But at this point, it was too late, and I was already committed to this strategy. So pulling out or regrouping would have proved more dangerous, especially with that laser in the way. But in any case, you see, I just plowed through that base. Cryoneers keeping everything nice and slow so that my medics could kill everything else, and that base went down. So I lost 19 riflemen and 2 Sukas here. Not very bad. I mean, when you divide that into the 3 boats, you're talking about what, 7 minutes per boat. So let's take a look at stage 5. Here I lost 7 and 1. This one also had some ice on it, so 3 statues altogether. Only 1 prototype. And I did not intend to kill the rocket launcher. It was sort of reflex. My intention was to clear the mines with the barrage, because then I wanted to park right there next to the rocket launcher, use it as an anchoring point. So you see, I'm not taking out the grappler, I'm not taking out the shock, because I'm going to flank. I'm going to essentially land here on the right side of the map, smoke my troops in. Grappler took 1 out. It's important when you have a grappler and you're not taking it out right away. You need your troops to be damaged if you're using medics, because otherwise you're going to have issues where the medics are going to follow, that injured troop that the grappler grabbed. So here you see me smoking to my final position, and you saw that I threw first the smoke on the back and then the one in the middle, and that is the reason for that is I want my main troops to be spotted first, so that anything that wants to damage them. The medics then get out of the smoke last, so that they're not targeted by any of the defenses by the time the smokes run out. See, they're all nicely put in that second smoke. Some critters to distract some of the defenses. I decided to chuck the cannons just because they were on range. And here I'm going to lose some Sukas. Here you can see them. Boom. I should have spread out my critters a little bit, and I didn't. So I lost 1 Suka there or 2. Not a big deal, but it shouldn't have happened. I'm covering that set of troops because they're just targeting other buildings that they don't need to be targeted. My main troops are actually going for the HQ, which got destroyed right now. So never be afraid to cover some troops if you think they're going to be destroyed, if you don't want to lose them. It's better than the alternative. All right, let's take a look at stage 6. Here I lost 28 riflemen and 4 Sukas, a little bit more substantial than the previous one. Okay, stage 6, sorry. Now, again, general theme, destroy priorities, rocket launchers and shock launchers. Now, and any prototypes that have high damage output or splash damage output. So here, for me, the shock blaster and the shock launcher here, and to some extent the doom cannon are priority now. Now I can destroy these 2 guys with GBE, this guy with GBE. Ignore this one because I know what my medics can heal them, even with the 4 eye statues. And then keep this 3 building shot, and then approach from the right side. And let's see, that's my general go-to approach with using riflemen, Suka Cryoneers and medics. Oh, actually, I stand corrected. He had 5 eyes. There's another one here in the back. Plus 15 damage, plus 15 damage. plus what is this? Plus 34 damage, and then the health 30 and 12. So clearing some of the mines, not as successful. I wanted to take out at least one of those boom mines, because the problem is when my troops are so grouped together, one boom mine can take 3 or 4 riflemen, which is not optimal. I mean, you want if it's only one, then it's no problem. But when it's more than 3 or 4, then I try to avoid it or try to ignore or destroy it beforehand. You see, I'm keeping those defenses shock on the top. I realized I could have kept shock to the boom cannon, and I didn't. But in any case, that's my last shock. I know I need to make my way there. Send some critters to distract the shock blaster, and then target the doom cannon. The doom cannon is gonna fall right now. The shock blaster came out of stasis, but now it's gonna get targeted by my troops, and that's it. This issue is going down no matter what happens. No matter your eyes, it just went down. Alright, so that was stage 6. I want to say stage 5, stage 6, and stage 7 were pretty good in terms of eyes and the layout. Especially with stage 7, it's close to what I see in around my victory point range. However, I see 2 protos, and this guy did not have 2 protos. This guy only had 1. So again, he had 4 eyes. Let me make sure that 3, 6. Yeah, he had 4 eyes. None of them were boosted. Again, sort of the same setup. Rocket launcher, grappler, and shock launchers. Only 1 proto, as I said. So again, I'm going to target the 2 shock launchers. I'm going to target the 2 shock launchers, and I'm going to target the rocket launcher on the back. And then I'm going to keep shock this combo of rocket launcher and grappler, and then approach the base from the left. So first fire I should take out. Second. I mean, the positioning of this guy's grappler is pretty good. However, let's say if he was attacking with tanks, he wouldn't get a lot, because the tank would be dropped right here in the middle of that rocket launcher, and these cannons don't have the range to get there. So I don't know. Alright, so here you see me. I was a little bit late on the shock, so I lost a couple of my riflemen there. I got distracted. Somebody was talking to me, so I got a little bit distracted there on the initial shock. Now I'm just plowing through the base. I'm not caring too much about the mines. If I step on a boom mine and some riflemen died, so be it. That's the idea with this again. You see, I'm keeping that rocket launcher shock. Not that any of those 2 rocket launcher combined. If my medics were close to my riflemen, they could not take out my riflemen when they were frozen by the cryoneers. So in right, I did not technically need to. Now, I made a mistake. I was zooming out, and it's happening a lot to me in the recent times. I'm zooming out, and I tapped. You see, I landed a flare right there, and that almost, not that it cost me my game, but I lost more troops than I needed to. Luckily, I figured it out quickly, re-tapped to where I wanted the flare to go, and then just went in. I think that mortar took a cheeky shot and took a couple of my riflemen there, because they were debilitated by the flamethrower, and then the 2 mortars hitting them together took a little bunch of them. But HQ went out. Stage 7 of the Hammerman imitation game went down. Yes, I was boosted, or partially boosted. I boosted my masterpieces of health, damage, and GBE. I'm on a gold pieces run, so that's what I usually boost. But in any case, guys, that's about it. That's what I had for you today. I hope you enjoy it. Please remember to check that video of the challenge that I put out. Vote. Not a lot of people have seen it, but not a lot of people have voted. I don't know if people are not interested. If that's the case, then it's okay. But if you have seen it but not voted, please vote. There's going to be a link on the upper right corner of the screen popping right now. Click it. It's going to take you to the video, and then there you can vote. Also, check the other videos you might be interested in, and click that subscribe button that is just under the icon on my channel icon. In any case, guys, take care, and so let's checking out.